Okay, how you doing? So we're gonna do back bends today. All kinds of different back bends. Gonna go into it nice and slow, warm up the body, and let's get started. Lying down on the back. All right. Place your hands by your side. Take your right leg up into tabletop, and then your left leg up. Reach your right arm up, and then reach your left arm up. And very lightly press your back into the floor, very lightly, without lifting your pubic bone. Roll your upper inner thighs inward. Slowly reach your right leg forward, all the way out straight. And then slowly reach your left arm back. And as you can see, my left leg and my right arm isn't moving at all. Bring them both back up. And then don't let your left arm move or your right leg, and slowly reach your left leg forward. Notice that nothing is moving besides my leg and now my arm. And you'll notice to do that you have to start to engage muscles in your belly. Come back to center. And now we'll do them both at the same time. Right leg, left arm, reach, get long, and slowly come back. Left leg, right arm, and then slowly come back. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left leg, right arm, nice and slow with control. Exhale, back to center with back bends. You want to go slow and control, change sides. Right leg, left arm, come back to center. Right arm, left leg. Come back to center. One more time. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Reach. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, back to center. Very good. Now bring your knees and feet together. Bring your fingertips by your ears. Lift your head and shoulders. And then we're going to take the right leg forward. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, back in. One more time each side. Right leg. Exhale in. Inhale, left leg. And exhale in. Set your head down. Set your feet down. Grab the outsides of your mat. Squeeze your mat with your hands. Roll onto the outer shoulders and slowly lift the hips up. Push down evenly through the soles of your feet. And try to break your mat for a moment and get your shoulders more underneath you. And then slowly come down. So you notice my knees kind of went out. Try to keep your knees from going out. Lift up again, reach the knees forward, reach your buttock forward. This time, clasp your hands behind your back. If you have to bend your elbows first, do that. And then engage the back of your arms, your triceps, to straighten the arms. So then you can wiggle the shoulders underneath if you like. Squeeze the palms together so that all the skin on the heel of the hands is touching. Keep long through the front of your neck. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit more, as long as it doesn't hurt your lower back. Push down through your feet, lift your front thighs. Knees straight forward. Release your hands. Reach your arms over your head, and then set your butt down. Let your pubic bone reach through your legs, reach through your arms. Stretch, reach. Now hook your thumbs together, right on top of left. Pull your hands apart, and then lift your head, keeping your hands on the ground, your fingers on the ground. Set your head down. Change your hands. Inhale, long through the arms. Exhale, look down towards your knees. Head down. All right, let's come to the belly. On your belly. Bring your palms just right in front of you here. Let your elbows stay out to the side. And then push your hands down and lift your chest so that your belly's off the floor. And then slide your elbows underneath your shoulders, and that rotation of the biceps rolling out, keep that going. Lengthen through your legs and broaden your chest. If you need to walk your elbows in a little bit more to turn the inner shoulders out like that, then do that. Now lift your left leg and reach your right arm forward. Don't let your chest sink. Keep your chest up. Reach long so you don't sink. Slowly set both down. And you'll notice your pelvis will move. Try to keep your pelvis straight so it's not like teeter-tottering like a boat with rocking from the waves. Right leg up, left arm forward. See, that time I didn't move at all. Turn your palm to face inward. And then keep wrapping this tricep back and shoulder out. Okay, inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale down. Notice I kind of lift up, inhale, change. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg, right arm, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg, left arm. This really works up the back. And down. One more time each side. Keep those hands out. Inhale. Exhale. That was a hard one. Right leg, left arm. And down. All right. Set your ribs down. Set your forehead down. Reach your arms back. And simply here, keep the arms straight. Flare the fingers. And hug the center of your belly, of your tricep, the back of your arm in towards your lats, and then slowly lift your chest like you're holding 2 pencils in your armpits. Now lift your legs. I'm more interested on how long you can get through your legs rather than how high you can get them up. And then bend your elbows, lift through the back of your hands. Lower your feet halfway down. And now what we're going to do, set the fingers down, lift the back of the hands up. Notice my elbow's not coming down, stays up here. Fingers touch, hands up. Fingers touch, hands up. If you need to put your feet down, do that. Fingers touch, hands up. Fingers touch, hands up. Now reach behind you, clasp your hands, lift your legs again. Now, press up onto your hands and knees. So we're not going to round the back. Just move the hips side to side to loosen up your lower back a little bit and get a nice stretch on the side, right above the hip bone. Use your shoulders to turn as well. Move from your shoulders. Then the hips will follow. Okay, come on back to center. So, similar to what we just did, left leg back, right arm forward, hold right here, be as still as you possibly can. The arm and leg are reaching away from each other, and then the shin, the foot, the hand, the knee is grounding into the floor. Slowly set down, right leg back, straight, no bent knee. Left arm forward, same thing. And don't let your left ankle flare out to the side. Hug the outer left ankle in. Get nice and long, push down through the foundation. All right, now we're gonna move with our breath. Set it down, inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale down, a little bit slower than that. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Even slower. Inhale, change sides. Exhale down. There we go. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, get as long as you can. And slowly down. Inhale, right leg, left arm. So you have to really work your core to come down slow like this. You can feel it in your stomach. Take your palms a little bit forward, turn your fingers out, curl your toes, hover your knees just barely off the ground. Lift your butt cheeks, start to move your hips back over your heels, and then the front of the shoulders move them a little bit forward. Keep them exactly where they are as you straighten the legs. Let your head fall down between your arms. Start to breathe into your upper calves. And don't jam your heels down. Rather, lift out of your wrist sockets. Lift out of your elbow sockets. Create space in the shoulder sockets. Push your hands down and the heels then will get down to the ground maybe. Make an adjustment if you need to. Bend into opposite knees if you would like to as well. Now bend your right knee, look between your hands, and then step your right foot between your thumbs. Set your back knee down, untuck your toe. Inhale, raise your arms, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Curl your back toe and lift your knee. Pick your foot and step back to downward dog. This time bend the left knee. Stretch into the right leg. Step your left foot forward nice and slow. Set your back knee down, untuck your toe. Press down through your foot, shin and knee, reach up. Exhale, frame your hands down. Lift your back knee, pick your foot up and step back. Perfect. Now, set your left knee down, kick your foot a little bit behind you. Stupid foam roller. Kick the foot behind you. So it's at an angle. Try to get your whole shin down and the top of your foot to the floor. Stack your shoulder over your wrist. Take your hand to your hip. Slowly lift your leg. Now, don't let your chest round. Open your chest. We're doing back bend. Spread the chest. Bend your back knee. Touch your heel with your finger or grab the foot. Nice and easy. Very, very easy. Let it go. And then slowly come down. Perfect. Step back to downward dog. Set your right knee down. Kick the foot behind you. Get the shin down. Get the foot down. Shoulder over wrist. And then hip over knee. Hand to hip. Lift the back leg. And then again, move your chest forward like you're trying to touch your chin to your chest. Bend your back knee. And if you can't grab your foot, just the action of squeezing the heel in and reaching back through your hand is actually better than this, because here you get the hand to grab the foot and muscles don't have to engage, as opposed to here you have to engage muscles much better. Slowly release your leg. Set your foot down, set your hand down, and then come onto your hands and knees here. Bring your knees back pretty far. Take your knees and feet wide. Bring your hands pretty far forward. So I have a mirror in front of me so I can see myself very clearly. My butt's up high, my knees are wide, my feet are wide. My arms are pretty active here, palms pressing down as I slowly start to lower my sternum to the floor. The forearms will touch, then the elbows. If you can't get your chest to the ground, don't worry about it, it's fine. It's not a competition who can go the deepest, even though it feels pretty damn good. Once you get all the way to the ground, breathe slow and deep through your nose. And see if you can fill your breath up in areas where you're be holding tension in your shoulders or your neck. Now stay here, but just bend your elbows a little bit so they're out to the side. Put some pressure into the hands. Lift your chest, push down through your hands and forearms, lift all the way up. Get your wrist stretch in here. Flip your hands. Bring your knees back a little bit. And now bend your left knee. Try to touch your head and your foot together. Take an inhale here. Squeeze the heel in. Exhale, bring your knee to your forearms. And then inhale back up. Try not to let your knee flare out to the side. Exhale, knee in right through the arms. Tighten your core. Inhale, so the knee stays nice and bent the whole time. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Round your back. Set your knee down. Release your hands. Shake your hands out. Okay, let's do it again. Flip your hands again. And then bring your right leg up. So you're squeezing the heel in towards your lower back and reaching your toes towards the back of your head. Lift your chest. Reach through your knee to get out of your lower back. And then exhale, round your back. Pull your knee in. Inhale. Arch, foot up. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. You can see my knees kind of flaring out to the side, so I'm going to scrape my calf as I bring it back so it stays more in. It's better. And exhale. Let go. Come onto your knuckles. Fists. Step back to a plank. So it's good to strengthen the wrists in all kinds of different ways. This is like a fist plank. Now I want you to move the hips back, almost to down dog, and then let the weight go really to the index fingers. Start to walk your feet nice and slowly forward, all the way up to the top. Hands to your shins. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lead with your chest. Push through your feet, reach your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, now we're going to come to a wall. Find a wall space. I'm going to come way over here. You may not be able to see me, but I'll move the camera a little bit. What the hell? Sorry. Perfect. Okay. So, Jesus. Get this crap out of the way. Oh, there's my book. Okay. So this is perfect. Actually, the mirrors, or the picture's exactly where I want my hands to go. Hands at chest height. Then you're going to bring your feet back about 2.5 feet from the wall. Hands pretty wide, fingers out a little bit. Keep your arms straight and slowly start to move your chest towards the wall. And then let your knees bend if your hamstrings are tight. Start with your knees bent actually. And then push the knuckle mounds to the wall, the fingers to the wall. Maybe you can start to straighten your legs and look forward. So you want to go for like, oh yeah, I'm really feeling a good stretch in my hamstrings. If those are tight, that's where you're gonna feel it. But you don't want to feel pain, and you don't want to feel like you can't breathe. So long as you can take a deep breath, then you can go even deeper. Keep the hands pretty active. And then slowly come up. Now what we're going to do, take your feet out wide and just sway your arms side to side. Let your hips turn, let your heel pop up. These are really good to do to loosen up the shoulders and the spine before going deeper into some back bends. I know I'm talking pretty quiet, but I'm a pretty quiet individual, so. All right, we're going to do something pretty similar. So grab something that's this kind of shape. If you don't have that, use a chair, or you can like pause the video, roll up your mat, and then do it as well. So elbows, hands together, knees back, and then forehead down towards whatever if you're on a chair or you're have blocks or whatever. And then start to get your head down to the ground. Bring your thumbs towards your neck. Lengthen the inner arms forward. Soften the inner shoulders right by the collarbones. Stay pretty soft there. You don't want to bring tension into the insides of the shoulders here. Now here's where it's going to feel really good. Slowly start to straighten your arms. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Slide your butt back. If you have a roller, it feels so nice. If you want to go deeper, lift your head, bend your elbows, go to your wrists, and then roll it forward and start to roll forward. Oh, that's so nice. Also gives you a nice little foam roller on the forearms. Okie dokie. Now grab a shirt or a strap. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder flossing. So grab your strap, get nice and wide. We're going to do on the knees. Okay. Nice and wide to start. Keep the arms straight. Do not let the elbows bend. Nice and slow and smooth. Don't pause. Don't stop. Don't go faster. Just a nice smooth pace. And if you notice, my ribs aren't going like that, flaring out as I bring the strap up and down, or this way, back and down. My ribs like that, that's a no-no. If you need to, bring your knees and your feet together, squeeze your butt cheeks together, round your back, and then stay in this position here. This is perfect. So I feel pretty good there, so I'll go maybe like that much more. Still feels pretty good. Definitely a little bit harder to do though. Try to keep your arms as long as you can get them. I know the ribs want to come out when you do that. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more. That should be good. Yep, that's as far as I'm going to go. Glutes tight. If you have an injured shoulder, I wouldn't go too tight on the strap. Stay loose, be patient. Your shoulder will get better. All right. Okay. Come on, back to down dog. Bring your knees down. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand for the foot. Again, if you can't grab it, the action of reaching back like this is the way to go. Actually do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then grab the foot, kick the foot, look forward, lift your chest, not your neck, chest, kick, 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 kick. Top of the foot down. Instead of like this, it's hard to balance. And then release. Other side, bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the foot and then kick. Pull up, chest forward. Let it go. Okay, before we go deeper into the back bends, we have to do this for the lower back, not to hurt, because it's really, really tender. You know the routine. Thumb here, back, and up. If you know the motion, you can put your head down so you don't have to look to make sure you're doing it right. Just keep going. We're just trying to exhaust the glute medius and the outer hip. And then we're going to go now with the knee bending, coming down, back, down, back up, back, down, back up. About 3 more. 1, 2, and last one, 3. Easy as that. Let's roll to the other side. Here we go. Backing up. Now we're going to bend the knee, tap, back up, down, boom, bend the knee. If you ever have lower back pain, this is like the best solution ever from my experience. The PSI muscle, the glute medius gets so weak that it can't even support the pelvis. It brings so much pain to the lower back. Last one. So if you're in my... Those are good ones. Okay, I'm going to take a little break and then keep rocking. Right back to it. Now we're going to do some more intense things. So bring your hands under your shoulders, slowly come down to your belly. Stack the hands, we're going to lift up like so 20 times. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax your butt. 10. 1, all upper back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Reach your arms back. Now you're going to lift the arms and the chest and the legs like this. I'm going to do that 10 times. 1, 2, lift legs higher. 3, lift arms higher. 4, chest higher. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold on. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. All right, now bring the knuckles together in your lower back and relax your shoulders. Let the shoulders open. Let the elbows be heavy. Keep the hands here and lift your chest. Reach through your legs. Beautiful. Come onto your forearms. Bend your left knee. Reach back. Grab your foot. So hold here. Otherwise, bend your elbow and flip your grip. So your fingers are pointing straight down to the ground. Push the foot down. Let it go. Other side. Again, you stay right here, or you flip your hand. Let it up. So most people don't have a foam roller, so we're not going to use the foam roller. Let it go. All right. Now step back to plank. We're going to do an upward facing dog. Nice and slow. And then back to plank. Lift your hips up high and round your lower back. 2. Nice and slow. 3. Stretch your stomach. 4. Maybe walk your feet in closer. 5. 6. 7. 8. I'm pulling my chest up and back. 9. Tighten the knees. Hold on. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees down. Untuck your toes. And then we're going to turn the fingers out a little bit. Roll the shoulders out. Spread your chest. Tops of the feet down. We're going to lift the knees 10 times. 1, 2. Push the hands down when you lift your knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees down. Pretty gnarly. Push the knees down, hips back. Again, we'll turn the shoulders right to left. All right, this is like my favorite thing to do. Bring your knee to the bottom of the wall. This is a killer. Right foot in front of you. Stand up. If you have to, keep your hands down here because you're hella unflexible. Then stay right here. This is great too. If you can come up, then you're going to come up and reach your arms up. Reach straight up. If you still don't feel a stretch, engage your left butt cheek. So your muscles being firmed to the bone. Palms together, bend your elbows back, or bring your hands behind you. And then slowly start to let your chest lift and fall at the same time. Maybe you can feel your foot back there. I usually can't, but I can right now. Slowly release. Now, if when you come into the pigeon variation, if you need to put something on your butt, then do that. So most people can't get into this position. I totally understand that. It just takes a little bit of time. But if your knees way up here, what's most important is that your hips are sinking down and your chest is lifting up. Over time, the leg will start to fall down. And lift your chest up and back. Remember, we're doing back bends. Look up. And then gently let go. We're going to change sides. Other leg. And come up and reach your arms up. So when we get into like the second month of the training, the videos are going to be much longer because back bends take like an hour and a half to get a good back bend practice in at least an hour and a half. Takes forever to open up. Palms together. Start to reach down. Let your chest start to collapse, but lift it at the same time. Elbows elongate up. Back bends take so much time and so much patience. You'll get super sore and a little bit flexible. Slowly bring the shin across, down to a pigeon variation here. So if your tips are tight, your foot's gonna go like that. Keep your foot straight up. Push your foot into the wall if you need to. That helps a lot. Start to arch back. Again, if this is like when you're not having it, get something to put under your butt a little bit, so you can, like I have the foam roller under my butt right now, so I can rest a little bit on there. And we're gonna let go. Get out of there. Oy, oy, oy. All right. So I'm gonna give you a couple options. The first option is going to be downward dog with your chest reaching towards your thighs, but you're still wrapping your triceps down to the mat right here. And then the other option is going to be, you're going to be 2 feet from the wall or 3 feet from the wall. Kick your foot onto the wall, both feet. Arms straight, and you're gonna do the same thing, just in a handstand. Don't go hella deep, nice and easy. Have awareness in your body, what's going on in your shoulders, instead of just forcing as deep as you can go. Slowly, knee to chest, and come down. Okay. Now we're gonna do Ustrasana, Camel Pose, with the toes curled. And then first, reach back like you're gonna grab your foot, but don't grab it, even if you can. Just find your heels. Keep reaching, hips forward, and then grab your heels. So I like to put my knuckles, the pad knuckles, the inner hands, right here, on the heels, and then squeeze the heels in to help open up my shoulders. My shoulders are pretty tight. Let the head fall back if you can. So we're just going to do this variation one time. Push your hips forward and slowly release. Very good. Okay, come on down to your belly once more. Now what we're going to do is bend the knees, reach back, grab your feet, and make sure your feet are pointing both straight up, not out or in or anything different. And then don't point your toes all the way, and don't flex your foot all the way. Find somewhere in the middle. And then slowly start to kick your feet into your hands. Lift your chest. Shoulder blades together. And then slowly let go. Rock your feet side to side. Press up. And then come onto your back. So you can do, we're going to do full wheel. If you can do full wheel, you have to do full wheel. If you can't, you bring your hands to the ground, and you'll stay here in bridge pose with your elbows not going out, but reaching up to the ceiling with your elbows. And then the second level would be to come up to your head. Again, the elbows are in line with the shoulders, and then the arms straighten, the elbows don't go out here. Keep the elbows wrapping in, keep pushing it unevenly through your feet, and you push the feet down and the hands down both at the same time, and try to lift up more through where the belly button and the pubic bone is. nice and easy. Come on down, nice and slow, with control. Bring your knees into your chest. Feels good in the lower back right there. And then rock up. Cross your ankles. So you'll cross your ankles here at the middle of your shins, or you can take your ankle, if you have the hip flexibility, sit like this, and then we're going to twist to the right. So your right foot is either in front or on top. Twist to your right, push this outer thigh down a little bit. I like to grab the foot for a little extra leverage. And see if you can twist from where you feel tight in your spine. So usually it's gonna always be the upper back. The lower back is very mobile. The upper back can only take about 15% of the flexibility. So like your lower back has, the back bend comes from your lower back. At least 75% of it does. Okay, other side. So your left leg's in front. Otherwise, it's up here. The same. Twist. So I like to grab that foot. Get the skin to stick to the skin and keep the thigh down. It's a nice trick to help open up your hips. And then I push your wrist into the top of your thigh and then twist. Draw your waist in, lift it up, and twist more. Use your back arm to sit up nice and tall. So good. Let that go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is rather something maybe you've never done before. Probably not. So you bring your front leg into pigeon position. If you have a yoga mat, it's in a 90-degree position. Chest is going to be over the knee. Your back leg is going to be in a 90-degree position. So you can do it here, but ideally you want to keep in a line, so it's like your heels lined up with your knees, lined up with your heel, lined up with your toe. That's the easiest way, at least for me to describe it to you. That's the position you want to be in, and then you'll turn your chest. I'm going to move a little closer to you so you can see a little bit better. Okay, perfect. So I'm lifting my chest up the center, and then I'm going to push both of my feet down. So I'm going to push the inside of my left foot down and the outside of my right foot down as I lift the chest. And you'll notice that you have to keep some weight in this right hand. So we want to get the range of motion so open to where you can do it with no hands, and you won't feel all the weight go right here. So let the inner right thigh drop. Push the feet down a little bit more, and then relax. So the next thing we're going to do, you don't worry so much about the upper body, but we're going to pulse this heel up. So like that. It's so hard. I put my left hand right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you can set up now. 9, 10. Hold. And relax. Oh my Lord. Other side. Ninety degree. Here we go. Chest up. Push both down now. Inner foot down. Push them both down. Lift your chest up through the center. Push them down. Last 2 seconds. 2. Relax. Now we're going to lift the outer ankle up. 1, 2, 3. Right here. 4. So hard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, soles of your feet together. Just a nice, easy little fold here. All right, now we're going to do an inner thigh stretch for the last stretch we're going to do. So take your legs out super wide, very wide. Now bend your left knee. Take your right hand to your left ankle. Let the knee roll open. Or you can grab the bottom of the foot here and then just reach towards your right foot. So you can get the inner thigh stretch by like really, really letting this get heavy and reaching at the same time. There you go. Other side. Knee in, inner thigh away. I like to get my form here, have the pressure, and then inner thigh open and reach at the same time. Let go. All right, come on down to the back. Take one leg into happy baby. So you grab the outside of the foot, just like so, and then straighten your right leg. Interlock your fingers. Push through your right heel. Roll the right inner thigh straight down and in. And then guide your knee a little bit more towards the middle of your chest as you pull the foot away from you. So the knee's going in and the foot's going out. Change sides. So first get the left leg nice and active. Inner thigh rolling down. Don't let your body rock to the right. Keep your chest straight up to the center. And then we're going to do that same thing here. Grab the foot. The foot is going to go away from you as the knee comes towards you. So this is going to help with your range of motion with your leg in like a position like this, internally rotating. So when you are right here, it feels pretty tight. Like if you clasp your hands like this and you pull them in towards your chest, there's always like this gap. So it's going to help so you can close the gap, which is really good for Lalasana to handstand, crow to handstand, having that range of motion, even just opening the feet up, keeping the knees together. That internal rotation strength is very important. All right, straighten your legs. Relax. And until you get to that place where you notice there's a shift, a sudden shift, where it feels like you're right where you need to be, which may take you 5 minutes, may take you 10 minutes. It's almost being asleep and awake. Asleep, dreaming you're awake. Once you get there, then you can sit up. Your practice is over. Great job. Namaste.